Not everyone understands the force behind a single split. Not everyone dares to face the roar of steel and the weight of giant timber. But you're about to see it all. Welcome to where the action begins, where wood is torn in the blink of an eye. Welcome to the world of Wood Channel. The homemade log splitter features a simple yet highly effective design, with a sharp horizontal cutting blade mounted on a sturdy steel frame. Large logs are placed on the support bed and then forcefully pushed straight into the horizontal cutting blade. As the log contacts the blade, hydraulic or mechanical pressure immediately activates, causing the blade to quickly and decisively split or slice the log into smaller pieces. The metallic clang against the wood rings clearly, blending with the cracking sounds of the split wood, creating the characteristic noise of an efficient manual splitter. Wood chips fall neatly without scattering, keeping the workspace clean and safe. The operator carefully controls the pushing lever, ensuring each cut is precise and effective. Growy horizontal wood splitter, a durable steel beast in the wild. Under natural sunlight, the growy horizontal wood splitter stands out with its robust steel frame and sturdy design. A long hook arm, paired with a high-strength steel cable system, skillfully grips large, heavy logs. Like a firm steel hand, the claw clamps tightly, lifting the log from the ground and precisely placing it onto the splitting platform. The surrounding air is filled with the natural scent of fresh wood and the sounds of forest birds. The operator maneuvers the hook arm with practiced ease yet undeniable power. A strong hydraulic push shoots out like a burst of steel force, quickly driving the log towards the razor-sharp, forged steel splitting blade. The screech and crackling sounds echo through the open space as the solid log splits in two. The split pieces fall evenly and squarely onto the yard, ready for the next steps such as stacking or transportation. Growy is not merely a wood splitter. It is a symbol of durability and performance in the wood processing industry. Optimized for handling heavy, hardwood, it works tirelessly under the harshest conditions, proving the superior power of German engineering. At a small wood yard bathed in late afternoon sunlight, a homemade log splitter and wood brusher machine works diligently. Though rustic in appearance, the machine is solidly built and combines two functions: splitting logs and brushing wood surfaces using a rotating drum or bristle mechanism. With a firm pull on the control lever, the operator activates the entire system. The hydraulic push drives the log hard into the horizontal splitting blade, cracking the wood cleanly in half. The split pieces are then fed into the brushing unit, where bark, dust, and debris are quickly swept away, revealing clean, smooth wood. The air fills with a blend of engine hum, cracking wood, and the steady whirl of the brushing drum, a vivid scene of handmade machinery at work in a lively, practical lumber yard. Deep in a quiet green forest, where sunlight filters through the canopy and wind whispers through the trees, a compact machine breaks the silence. The gas-powered wood chipper comes to life. No need for electricity, no boundaries to hold it back. With a full tank of fuel, this little powerhouse becomes a mobile solution for taming fallen branches, dry limbs, and woody waste in remote terrain. The engine hums like the heartbeat of a forest worker. The chipping begins, crisp, rhythmic, unstoppable. One branch after another disappears into the machine's mouth, shredded into sharp, clean wood chips. While the operator stands nearby with minimal effort, the machine runs tirelessly, no brakes, no fatigue, releasing a stream of mulch directly into the forest floor, blending into the earth like it belongs. This is more than a tool. It's a smart, mobile solution for foresters, farmers, and land managers. Compact, portable, powerful. The gas-powered wood chipper, your reliable partner in any landscape, from backyard paths to deep woodland trails. At a corner of the lumber yard, the Milan uses log splitter with its conical rotating tip is running powerfully. The steel cone spins continuously at a steady speed, generating a strong twisting force that splits the wood. Two men work closely together, pushing the log firmly into the sharp spinning cone. As the log contacts the cone, the twisting force penetrates deep into the grain. Cracks begin to spread along the wood, and the log splits decisively, breaking into clear sections. The screech of steel against wood rings out, mixed with the strong effort of the men pushing hard. The 720p footage captures every turn of the cone and the smooth coordination between the two operators, showcasing a log-splitting process that is both efficient and powered by raw, traditional mechanical force. The Thor log splitter represents a bold fusion of machine power and human strength. A semi-manual wood processor designed to handle massive, stubborn logs using both mechanical advantage and skilled hands. At one end of the unit, a fixed splitting blade stands firmly in place, ready to receive each heavy timber. But on the opposite end, there is no automatic piston. Instead, there's a long lever arm, designed for the operator to manually lift and press down, transferring their body weight and force directly onto the wood. As the worker brings the lever down, the log is forced against the wedge, and with a cracking sound, it begins to split slowly but firmly. Each motion is a blend of human control and mechanical assistance. Not fast, but deliberate and effective. The Thor splitter isn't built for high-speed production lines. It's built for those who value control, precision, and adaptability, especially when dealing with oversized or irregular logs that require more finesse than brute automation.
What's great about it, that I like so far, is that it's very balanced, so you're not twisting your spine, and the motion is very nice. But also, it's aerobic. You can see, you can move the head to one side and press the spring down, and that stores energy in the spring. And then you push it up, and so you're using your leg muscles and your core muscles a lot more. Because there's some play in the hinge, you can aim it a little bit. So you don't have to have the wood in exactly the right position. But you have to be a little careful that it doesn't bonk you, because it is on a spring. good tool for two people to use together. One person could set the wood in, and the other person could just sit here and work it up and down like that, and do a lot of chopping very fast. Do you think that would scare you? So now I'm going to do a much harder one, just show you that there is a limit to, so this one, zoom in on this one and see that it is a crotch in the tree.
Spalt-fast lift, steel claws, the power to split oak. Amidst a scattered pile of oak logs, the Bi-Stingy Spalt-fast lift stands out with its sturdy gripping claws made of thick steel and a powerful clamping force. The claws open wide, fully enveloping a large oak log, then slowly tighten like an unyielding iron hand. The operator gently lifts the log and precisely positions it for splitting. Once the claws hold firm, a strong pushing force drives the log into the splitting blade, cleaving the tough oak trunk into even, square sections. Each piece falls onto the yard, ready for the next processing step. The Spalt-fast lift is more than just a splitter. It combines the flexibility of the gripping claws with the strength of the splitting blade, making it an optimized machine for handling heavy oak processing tasks. A large-scale log splitter, purpose-built for 4 simultaneous operators, forms a synchronized and efficient wood processing line. The machine is open from 4 sides, with each operator managing a specific control station, working in perfect harmony, like interlocking gears within a massive industrial engine. Massive logs are fed in from multiple directions. The combination of razor-sharp splitting blades and powerful hydraulic pushers quickly and cleanly breaks the logs down into smaller, uniform pieces. The sound of splitting wood echoes from all sides, blending with the steady hum of machinery and coordinated movements into a vibrant industrial rhythm. Splitting actions occur smoothly and safely, with each operator playing a vital role in maintaining the continuous flow. From every angle, large logs are systematically transformed into finished firewood, ready for storage or loading. The Multitech 1620 SS, model year 2012, roars to life like a steel beast awakened. Its powerful hydraulic arm lowers with precision, gripping the heavy log in an iron embrace. In a flash, the circular saw, sharp as a razor, screams through the air and slices the thick log cleanly, without hesitation. Immediately, the cut section is driven into the splitting chamber. Their cross-shaped steel wedges show no mercy. They drive through the wood with brutal force, splitting it in halves, quarters, and more, transforming raw timber into uniform firewood. Each crack resounds like bone snapping, echoing through the workshop, dry, powerful, and unrelenting. It all happens in seconds, precise, relentless, efficient. The Multitech 1620 SS is more than a machine. It is a symbol of mechanical dominance, a purpose-built firewood processor that never stops. Sockwhip Split X Wood Splitter, precision and steel power. The Sockwhip Split X Wood Splitter features a sturdy steel arm firmly mounted at the head to withstand maximum force with every split. Its powerful hydraulic system smoothly and precisely pushes and pulls the splitting blade back and forth. When a log is placed on the support platform, the sharp splitting blade starts moving. The strong hydraulic force pushes the steel blade into the trunk, slicing sharply, then retracts to complete the splitting process. This mechanism ensures each cut is decisive, efficient, and safe. Sockwhip Split X is more than just a splitter. It is a blend of advanced hydraulic technology and durable steel design, optimized for all wood splitting tasks. At a wide-open lumber yard, the Easton-made 48C firewood splitter roars to life with sheer mechanical might, a true iron beast standing tall among the trees. Fixed firmly to the ground, the machine holds steady, unmoved by even the largest logs. In front of it, a feed table steadily delivers one log after another to the splitting zone, all controlled by an operator seated confidently in the control cabinet. A massive log rolls forward. Instantly, a heavy-duty steel wedge slams down. driven by a powerful hydraulic ram, splitting the log into clean, uniform pieces as if the hardwood were nothing more than thick paper. The sharp crack of breaking with slices through the air. Pieces fall away cleanly, sliding to the sides and landing onto the rear conveyor. The cycle lasts mere seconds. The machine seamlessly advances to the next log, maintaining a steady rhythm. Cut, push, drop, repeat. Finished firewood is sent up a conveyor belt, where it piles into neat stacks like miniature mountains, ready for loading and transport. The Eastimate 48C is more than a log splitter. It's a high-powered system, a mechanical symphony of force, control, and productivity, where every split is a display of industrial efficiency and improved reliability. The Extreme Wood-Cutting Machine, a heavy-duty firewood processor, roars to life at the heart of a bustling timber yard. The air is thick with the scent of fresh-cut wood, sawdust, and hydraulic oil. Steel claws from the machine's hydraulic arms clamp down tightly on a massive log. Powerful, mechanical hands with no need for rest. The sharp metal teeth bite deep into the bark. With slow but unstoppable force, the arm hoists the trunk forward and aligns it precisely at the cutting point. Suddenly, the circular saw ignites with a high-pitched whine. The engine growls beneath it as the blade tears into the wood. In one fluid motion, the saw slices clean through, and an explosion of sawdust erupts, spraying outward in golden arcs under the morning sun. Fine particles dance in the air before settling over the ground like dry snow. The freshly cut section is then thrust forward into the splitter, a crossblade of hardened steel. With a powerful hydraulic shove, the wood cracks apart into several evenly sized chunks. A sharp, splintering crack echoes out as the log fractures. Even before the split wood hits the chute, the next section is already in position. Grab, cut, split, repeat. The cycle continues relentlessly, log after log, in a mechanical ballet of precision and brute force. It's an awe-inspiring spectacle. Engineering and raw power fuse together, transforming whole trees into firewood in a matter of seconds. This is not just a machine. It's an industrial beast, efficient, unforgiving, and built for dominance. In a spacious lumber yard, the Pro 28C log splitter stands firm, ready to take on heavy-duty work with pinpoint accuracy. Its solid frame, powerful hydraulic system, and razor-sharp blade define the strength of this Pro model. The operator gently pulls down the control lever, instantly activating the hydraulic ram, which pushes the log forcefully forward. The long log is driven straight into the fixed steel splitting wedge, and upon contact, the log cracks cleanly, either in half or into quarters, depending on the wedge setup. The machine works rhythmically, with consistent pressure and clean execution. No shaking, no wasted movement. The split pieces fall into a collection zone below, or are pushed aside neatly, forming organized stacks of firewood ready for transport. Manual log splitting, no machines, just muscle and a sharp axe. In a quiet setting, a young woman stands before a pile of large logs. She raises the heavy axe high above her head, mustering all her strength, then brings it down with force. The sound of steel striking wood rings out, sharp and clean, as the log cracks open with a satisfying snap. This is traditional log splitting, no engine, no hydraulic force, just raw human effort. Each swing of the axe is a challenge requiring precision, power, and determination. A single large log may take several hits, several angle adjustments. Yet this method brings a deep, primal connection, human against wood, using only the simplest of tools. In a small lumber yard bathed in the warm morning sunlight, the high-performance homemade log splitter is running at full capacity. The machine is carefully built with a sturdy steel frame, a rotating shaft, and sharp blades. Large logs are placed sequentially on the support bed and gradually pushed forcefully into the spinning blades. The blades spin rapidly, slicing through each log powerfully and decisively. With every cut, the logs split into neat, evenly sized pieces, with chips scattered gently without chaotic bursts. The sound of the motor blends with the rhythmic clanking of mechanical parts, creating a distinct technical symphony. Around the yard, workers diligently operate the machine and prepare firewood for upcoming days, taking advantage of the gentle sunlight. The atmosphere is peaceful yet full of life and efficiency, reflecting a traditional small yard with a modern edge. Amid the scattered logs, the Wolf Ridge 17RS stands bold in its striking red coat, glowing under the sun like a machine forged in fire. This isn't just a log splitter, it's the trusted extension of a seasoned worker's hands. A man steps forward. He rolls a solid oak log onto the cradle without hesitation. No wasted motion. One hand on the lever, the other steadying the log. Crack. The blade drops with lightning speed, slicing the oak clean in half. No strain, no resistance, just raw, efficient force. Without pause, he loads the next log, rhythm fluid, movement practiced. The machine responds instantly, blade dropping again and again with mechanical certainty. Every stroke is precise, every second used. Man and machine move as one, transforming a rugged pile of wood into ready-cut firewood in mere minutes. Fast, focused, flawless. Wolf Ridge 17RS doesn't just split wood, it accelerates the workday. The WJ hydraulic log splitter is a compact yet powerful machine, driven by a modern electric motor that delivers smooth, consistent hydraulic force. Each log is positioned neatly into the splitting tray, awaiting the descent of a sharpened steel wedge from above. Once engaged, the splitting blade lowers decisively, pressing the entire log into the wedge. The crisp cracking sound of wood breaking fills the air as the log splits instantly into 2 or more pieces, depending on the wedge configuration. Then, the blade automatically rises, resetting for the next log. This repetitive cycle of lowering, splitting, and lifting continues rapidly and efficiently, handling the entire wood pile with speed and precision. Thanks to its reliable hydraulic system and durable electric motor, the WJ processes timber smoothly and effortlessly. Unlike louder gas-powered systems, WJ runs with a deep, two-man wood splitting precision in motion. At the heart of a busy lumber yard, a rotating shaft with splitter spins like clockwork. 2 men, one on each side, stand ready. There's no talking, no shouting, only instinct, timing, and years of shared rhythm. On the left, one man places a thick log into the splitter's cradle. He steps back just as the steel blade lunges forward, slicing the log clean in half with a fierce crack. Wood fibers split like they're being torn by invisible hands. Even before the split wood hits the ground, the man on the right has stepped up. Another log slides into place. The rotating shaft pivots. The blade returns. Another violent, perfect split. And again, log after log. The machine hisses, snaps, and splits, powered by steel, guided by human precision. The rhythm is relentless, the teamwork flawless. In this choreographed dance of timber and iron, man and machine work as one, taming the forest's strength with every strike. In the heart of a cold winter landscape, the bright red Easton-made 48C firewood processor stands out against the pure white snow like a mechanical giant from another realm. Snow covers the yard, the wind bites through the air, but the machine works steadily, powerfully, unfazed by the cold. Massive logs are lifted by the feed deck, and the hydraulic ram forcefully pushes each log into the sharp central splitting wedge. With a clean, crushing motion, the thick log is shattered into neat firewood pieces, while wood chips and vapor rise from the cold timber like mist in the frozen air. The Easton-made 48C, built for the toughest, densest logs, performs flawlessly even in sub-zero temperatures. The operator, seated comfortably in the control cabin, moves the levers with precision, while the machine relentlessly cuts, splits, and delivers. The yard echoes with the hum of the engine and the crack of braking wood, a rhythmic winter symphony of power and precision. A custom-modified excavator fitted with a special boom, not with a digging bucket, but with a dedicated wood splitter mounted at its head. The entire system acts as a massive steel arm, engineered to handle logs up to 80 centimeters in diameter. The operator carefully maneuvers the boom, positioning the splitting blade against a large log. Strong steel claws grip the log firmly and lift it into the air. Then, with each crushing blow from the mounted splitter, the sharp steel blade drives deep into the timber, ripping the log apart piece by piece. Each split sends a clean crack echoing through the forest air as the wood fractures with raw force. The broken sections fall to the ground one after another, building a pile, while the machine resets for the next cut. The entire scene blends the mechanical with the primal, a creative, powerful use of engineering where a custom excavator becomes a mobile splitting unit, ready to operate deep in the woods without needing a stationary work site. .8-ton mini excavator with black splitter cone splitter. Compact power, big performance. This 2.8-ton mini excavator is equipped with the special black splitter cone splitter, creating a small yet powerful wood splitting machine. The steel cone splitter spins rapidly, using rotational force to penetrate deep and split tough logs in two. Despite its compact size, the excavator operates flexibly in hard-to-reach forest areas, delivering high lifting power and precise control. The mechanical arm smoothly guides the cone drill into the wood trunk, twisting powerfully and dividing the wood into smaller pieces, ready for the next processing step. The black splitter on the mini excavator is the perfect blend of smart mechanical design and modern rotational technology, providing an optimal solution for efficient wood splitting in any terrain. The 60-ton log splitter, a colossal machine delivering crushing force far beyond typical equipment. Massive, heavy logs are positioned into the pressing chamber, bracing for the enormous pressure about to be unleashed. As the machine powers up, the giant hydraulic piston descends, exerting tens of tons of force. Slowly but irresistibly, the wood snaps with thunderous cracks, breaking into pieces both large and small. The machine's power resembles a steel beast, pulverizing every obstacle in its path. With such immense pressure and capacity to handle gigantic logs, this splitter becomes the beating heart of any wood processing site, a force no human strength can match. On a ground covered in pristine white snow, the Dallin 2054 firewood processor works tirelessly. The circular saw spins like a giant axe, powerfully splitting large logs in half with precision. The halved logs are swiftly pushed onto the conveyor platform, where a worker arranges them neatly for the next stage. However, for logs that are too big and heavy, the operator must hold them back, breaking them down into smaller sections so the machine can handle them more easily. The splitter blade is sharp and forceful but cannot split multiple small pieces at once. Each piece is carefully formed to ensure quality and safety. In the clear daylight of Bangor, Maine, the Wolf Ridge 28C stands tall, jet black, solid, and radiating mechanical dominance. Beside it, the FC-24 firewood conveyor hums in silent anticipation, ready to carry the split pieces like a wooden waterfall into the pile. The operator steps forward, confident and deliberate. He doesn't speak, he demonstrates. A heavy oak log hits the cradle, and with a single smooth motion of the lever, crack, the splitter drives through it like a hot knife through butter. Every movement is sharp, practiced. Each split echoes with authority, as if the machine is proclaiming, "This is what real power looks like." The firewood slides onto the FC24 conveyor, gliding up and away, stacking neatly in rhythmic harmony. There's a subtle pride in the man's stance, not arrogance, but confidence. He's not just working the machine, he's showcasing it. The Wolfridge 28C isn't merely splitting wood, it's commanding attention, proving that in the world of firewood processors, this machine is king.
Come on up, check them out in person. Take these babies home with you today.
The log splitter operates with a smooth and powerful rhythm. As logs are placed onto the pusher tray, the hydraulic system engages, generating strong pressure. The sharp steel wedge swiftly lowers, cutting decisively and precisely through the wood. The crisp cracking sound of splitting timber fills the air as the logs break into multiple, uniform pieces. After splitting, the smaller firewood sections are pushed out onto a conveyor or fall onto the ground, ready for transportation or further use. The cycle repeats rapidly and efficiently, creating a characteristic rhythm of professional wood processing. Building a horizontal log splitter using a kit from West Hydraulic. The machine is in action, mounted on a sturdy metal frame. A powerful hydraulic cylinder pushes the logs against a hardened steel wedge. With each pull of the lever, the wood snaps cleanly, splitting into 2 or 4 pieces depending on the setup. The operator carefully places each log on the bed while the wedge slices through with impressive but controlled force. Splinters fly, the engine hums with vibration, and the entire system works with robust efficiency. In the quiet atmosphere of a wood yard, the Growy GSW 17K log splitter works steadily, without fuss. Compact and straightforward in design, this machine is equipped with a single splitting wedge, yet it packs enough force to tackle even tough hardwood. The operator carefully places a round log onto the support bed. With a light push of the control lever, the hydraulic ram slowly drives the log forward toward the sharp steel wedge. The blade sinks cleanly into the grain, and within seconds, the log splits neatly into 2 halves along a precise line. Each split echoes with a short, solid crack. Once the split is complete, the operator pulls the lever back, the ram retracts, and the system is ready for the next round. The process repeats with rhythmic consistency, not rushed, but steady and reliable. Despite having a single wedge, the Growy GSW 17K delivers accurate, efficient, and safe splitting performance. It's a simple but captivating scene. Logs being halved one by one, the scent of fresh cut wood in the air, and sunlight glinting off the polished steel edge. This is the essence of a compact hydraulic splitter: quiet strength, trusted performance.